Hello, this is Vina from Alavina. I hope you're well. Do apologise. I haven't been commenting on recent events. That is because there have been many issues. I lost sight of my left eye, and that's caused me a lot of problems. I've been having personal issues in my life too. So I was like, I didn't have much time to go to comment, but I did look at things and so on during the time while Liz Truss was in power. I'm referring to the UK politics at the moment. It's a lot been happening, and I think it's affecting many people in one way or the other. If you're into astrology, I'm kind of into it. I'm not an astrologer, but yeah, it interests me. It's a lot to do with the Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn conjunction. Mars going retrograde a bit. Maybe my planets too, my personal chart. Maybe that's why I'm feeling where I'm feeling. My left eye is healing at the moment. So it's getting better. The positive, I like to give a big thanks to the NHS because they've been wonderful. The eye hospitals helped my left eye recover at a fast rate. I was going to have gone blind, and it's worried me quite a lot actually recently. Still, I'm worried a bit, but I'm out of the bad woods now. I'm out of a bad place. Sorry if I'm mumbling. I'm just speaking on the cuff because my daughter's sleeping and I'm able to do that. Obviously, as she's grown up, she's 2 years old, so she's getting a bit challenging and so on. I'm just choosing not to hire a babysitter at the moment because of I can afford it. It's just I don't want her to go to a babysitter. There's just a bit of loving issues with her and all that. So I'd rather have her close to me at the moment in time if I make that decision. Obviously, it's not easy to just give your child to a complete stranger. I have problems in my childhood where I've been in the nursery. I've been like psychologically and physically abused. I was isolated from my playmates and so on. But obviously, I didn't report that to LEA as I was growing up. That's something I kept in my subconscious for a very long time. But obviously, I don't want to pass that kind of insecurity and trauma from my past onto my child. But obviously, it's going to make me think, well, I need to be careful who I give my child to, especially when it comes to nurseries and schools and so on. In a few years, she'll have to go to school. So it's just one of those dilemmas, to be honest with you. So I'm going a little bit too personal, but it's what it is for me at the moment. I did look at everything. I knew Liz Truss was going to grow. There was no doubt about that. I was hesitant in my last video about her. I did say she was good at international things, but I didn't mention if she's going to be good at leading a country. I didn't want to sound biased, but I was not having a good feeling then when I was making that video. But I asked myself, is it right to, make a video that's might not last the long haul? I've looked at some conditions, up and down, up and down. As you can see in politics, that's been happening. It's been happening in most people's finances as well. But, however, I can tell you now, it's not going to be Boris Johnson. I won't rule it out if it's Rishi Sunak. There's Penny Mordaunt and someone called Ben Wallace. I'm not going to... They are very strong contestants. But because I've done the readings and all that, but the universe told me not to give a candidate's name. I don't know who it is, but I can go in my vibes. I'm not going to say who, it's Rishi Sunak, but I won't really rule it out. Definitely not Boris Johnson, so he's making a lot of headlines because he's under investigation at the moment, as you may know. Penny Mordaunt, maybe, just maybe. Ben Wallace, probably, maybe. But I'm not practicing favouritism here. As days come, you'll probably have a better guess who the next leader is going to be, but I'll tell you this for sure, that their leadership's not going to last long, because they're going to call for a general election next year. The Tories are not going to last very long. To be honest, people have just had enough. So next year you'll see a lot of changes. That leader probably lasts into next year, but it won't last a full-blown term until the next official general. So there'll be an early one next year. And I can say for sure that there'll be a global crisis next year. I've done some tweets on my personal account, to Liz Truss, expressing my opinion for her to resign graciously. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll see it. It's not on my Alavina account. I have another account, at Brown Bear, so check that out. To graciously resign, and this, I think it was the day before she resigned, because there'll be a global crisis, and that will be triggered by US economy, which will deeply affect us, but mostly South America. They're going to receive the blow. And I have friends in South America, and I have deep concerns for them. Like, they have concerns for me. They're worried that if I'm in deep poverty and all that, the UK is making me financially and mentally depraved, or pushing me to the point of suicide. They're so worried. But I'm told I've got nothing to worry about. I just live by my means. To be honest with you, I pray nothing like that happens. I just, people, when, like recession hits, it affects people in different ways. I just, hopefully, push me to the edge, put it that way. But I've survived so many recessions in my lifetime. I'm not a spring chicken, if you call it. So let me see if I can ride this wave. That goes to the others as well. But recession takes people in different ways. So, but definitely South America will be deeply affected. The only thing with the UK, I think politically it's going to change next year. I don't think it'll be like you call it like a capitalist country. I think we're going to move towards like a socialism, communism system. We may. It's unlike US. It's going to be unlike US. US is supported by corporate finance. They'll be in recession for some time, which affect many countries. I'm sorry to say. It might affect food supply as well, to be honest with you. So maybe that's how they bring this kind of. I did mention before about this credit system they're trying to use. They may use that for the rationing. If this is the case, they may use it in the UK, like an app you have to download. I think they may use it. They may not. But it may not come to that, to be honest with you. I mean, let's see what happens. It's to be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if communism takes over somehow. But can everyone live under a system of communism one day? I don't know whether that would be personally, but I can kind of see it coming. Because France as well has been always a kind of a communistic state, but not really. It's pro-capitalist. But because of what's going on, I think UK more heading towards socialism than the deepest part of capitalism. But maybe it's a new form of communism, like a little bit of capitalism involved. But I can see some rationing. I mean, we've seen it already with the COVID-19. I remember going to stores and I wanted like a certain amount of cans. I think it was some beans or something. And they said, because I was living with a big family before I moved, but they said I was allowed about 3 or something. And I'm thinking, oh God, you can't take more than that. I think there might be a situation like that where they'll just say something, like put a system there, like, oh, you're only allowed that, boom, can't. I don't know if it's going to be so much the store you go to, or it's going to be on the system. I won't rule that out one day, but with the US, I don't think they'll be communist. They'll always be pro-capitalist, and they would be backed by corporate because they're always like they're very entrepreneurial. Since, you know, young, they always had that. They installed that. And unlike UK, they don't really install that in us unless you pick a topic, pick a subject at school that business related. You know, like economics. You know, anything finance, business. You know, something like that. You know, so it was more. They never install that on a government level. It's more like a choice. You know, so. And plus we didn't get good financial education, so that will take 20 years if you want to go US route, because a lot of people don't really have that kind of mindset. So yeah, yeah, it was just like, what kind of system one day they're going to place. Definitely Labour will come into power some form next year, definitely. Don't know when exactly, it's not giving me timings, but it's definitely next year. I said something about an earthquake in the north of England. I don't think I've been channeling, and I don't think it's going to be catastrophic. I think it's more going to be something to the earth, you know, going inside out. It may cause some flooding as well, so watch out for that. To be honest, I'll be making more videos. I was going to say something. You know, I was just looked at Christmas as well. You know, sometimes my advice is, like, if you got time, you've got extra resources, if you go to someone's house, you may think you're struggling a bit, maybe to make some of the Christmas stuff at home, at your place, or give a help out. You know, that's if you feel that person, the host, is struggling to struggle a bit. You know, sometimes just every little helps, they say. Not stealing any logos, don't sue, please. Yeah, stuff like that. I found the voucher system. Not saying I'm going to practice communism or but the apps, they help a bit as well. So it knocks money off shopping a bit, not a lot. The interest rate's about 10% now, so it helps a little bit, not too much really. I just read the Bible. I'm not religious, or so I'm not been fully raised as a Christian. I mean, I attended church now and then before, but I think the Deuteronomy 5, verse 10, I think. It's 15 verse 10 helps a lot and tells you about charity. It's 15, yeah. Chapter 15 verse 10, yeah. So, look into that. It'll tell you the true spirit of Christmas. We need to be Samaritans, whether it's our family or just people we're able to help, when it comes to strangers that are nearby. Can only do our best in life. Can't help the world, but we can just do our best to help somehow. That'll help. To be honest, to see the Tories. That now I'm looking at the news. It's like a circus with Boris Johnson. I'm not even thinking seriously. They're gonna go. People had enough. People are tired. People have lost their loved ones over COVID. Their lives been taken off from their freedoms. And then you get a leader's partying away in the office. It's getting too much. And obviously Liz and her comrades trashed the economy, and now it's not going to get any better until it gets better. No. So if you have any questions, you can ask me. I have no problem with that. But that's all I can give you. I will make another video. I'm so sorry. I was going to make a video earlier on, but just so much happened in my life. I've even had my vlog notes as well, and I just only can give advice. Just use any kind of savings app out there. I mean, when I go out with my daughter, I've got these kind of food outlet apps, and they reduce the price a bit. When you eat out, and you can get them quickly in a matter of seconds. My sister's starting to do it now, so I'm not telling you how to spend your money, that's your business, but it just helps a little bit. You know, it's not going to, it's still a bit expensive, I'm not going to lie, but that's if you want to treat yourself now then, but you can just find ways to reducing your bill, you know. I'm going to lie, but there will be some things that you used to buy is going to be too expensive to buy. Some stuff in the shops. You know, it's just bad. My birthday's around Christmas too, so that's a... But I'm going to still help my family, friends and family. Anyhow, best way I can. I can't say I'll help the 100. I'll just do my best. It's only your best you can get out there. I'm not saying I'm not going to help. I'll only do my best to help, you know. Because I don't think it's going to be easy in all families, you know, this Christmas. You know, the people on the lower end of the spectrum are going to suffer the most. I just hope the utility companies can be a bit more compassionate. Because it's just a choice between eating or heating. I hope you can hear that, like eating or heating. So there's that thing going on at the moment. Okay, that's it for now. Stay blessed. Take care. Bye.